Good morning, bestie. Look at my new gallery wall. I randomly decided to design this wall with a bunch of random thrifted pieces from Miami that were sitting in my garage, and who knew? There were all these hidden gems the whole time. I feel like this wall was such a waste before. Like you would just walk in and that wall kind of did nothing to this space, but now it's a beautiful focal point that makes me feel like I'm in France. Now, one thing that I am unsure of is I decided to put them all the way to the top to, to show off the high ceilings, and I don't know, but then I sent a picture to my friend. She was like, should it be to the top? And my friend has really good style, so I don't know. It's giving Lily Rose Dead button to the top, but I do have plans to paint the inside of this ceiling a dark tan. So I think that once that's going on up here and this is going on up here, this will feel less random. I hope you appreciate that I wake up and grab my camera and don't put any effort into my appearance before pressing record. I hope you appreciate it, because if you think it, like, if this is actually crazy. Who's awake? Is somebody awake? Good morning. Uh-oh. He's very proud of his new word that he learned. Oh, update. So this room that we're in used to be my studio. But this is the best. Hi. But this is... Uh-oh! This room was my studio, but it's the best guest bedroom in the house, and it felt a little selfish to keep it for myself. Like, I mean, I do film in my studio, but not really. Like, what do I actually film in there, you know? It's like a little get ready with me, and the background is boring anyways. So I gave you the best room in the house. This room has a beautiful view of the trees. I also love how his changing table, because of this window, is beautifully centered to this greenery. Like, it just looks beautiful in here. And I love it, but that's why it looks so bad in here, because the wallpaper needs to be removed. Like, this room looks tonk. I wish I had a beautiful, perfect, picture-perfect Instagram nursery like the girls on Instagram, but, you know, this is real life. Dude, where did my baby go? I want a refund. Who is this big boy? Where's my baby go? Look at this big boy. Who are they? Who are these people? Oh, your table is shaky. Spider-Man. Oh, your table. All right, let me do my mom thing quick. And then we'll talk. Okay, say bye. Say this is private, personal time. This is not a vlog. Okay, say we don't want you here to watch my diaper get changed. Right? Right? Ooh, I smell a stinky poop. Duty calls. But if we take the top two down, then we're gonna have to scooch everything down.
No, why?
Because if we bring the top two down...
No. Take the top two out.
Oh, like delete them?
Just delete. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm gonna teach you how to make the simplest eggs that are so good. Rio's old Colombian nanny taught me how to make them, and this is how they be eating eggs in Colombia. And I never knew the whole time that it was that easy to do it. You just chop up tomatoes, very small, or as she likes to say, bien chiquitico, bien chiquitico. She taught me this thing. I'm like not, you know, I'm learning in the kitchen, but I didn't know that you could do all this, like, to dice them quicker. This blew my mind. And then learning how to do it blew my mind. I'm like, I could do that. And you can too, if cooking intimidates you. Okay, then we're gonna get the pan really hot. Olive oil, not butter. And long story short, you just let the tomatoes fry You can do onions in there if you want, but I like just tomatoes, and the way to do it really is just tomatoes. You let them fry in the oil. You add some eggs into there, and then you just keep stirring, keep stirring, keep stirring, keep stirring, keep stirring. I do a little bit of butter in them too. Very simple, but he loves them. And today I'm gonna put a little rice in there because we have a little rice. And he has been on a rice kick. Dude, I have actually been getting so good in the kitchen, like not for nothing, but I would say my specialty is making dankers that are healthy and take like 10 minutes. So I'm gonna have to make another video on how to make that dank in 10 minutes or less, because being a mom, if it taught me one thing, it's that. Like yesterday, I made these dank delicious. Oh my God, they look so good. I made these dank chicken thighs. I'm chefing it up these days. And it's so much simpler than you would think. I used to be so like, cooking is not for me. But cooking is definitely for me. Rio, come over here. We have rice today.
Whoa.
That came out really good, right, Rio?
Oh, amazing.
He loves it. I try to get as much done during this little time that I have of him eating peacefully. Oh, it was my birthday. But first, a huge shout out to this video's sponsors, BetterHelp. If you're thinking about getting into therapy, I've been doing therapy for the past like 4 or 5 years, and I don't even know what I would be like without therapy. It is such a helpful tool for me in every aspect of my life. Therapy truly allows me to be the best version of myself, and it allows me to have someone to talk to that's not a friend or family member that I don't want to put, you know, my life's problems as a burden on. BetterHelp is a great place to start. They do a quick online quiz. They ask you important questions about yourself, and then they match you with the right therapist for you. And if it doesn't work out, you can switch to therapists at no additional charge. So go to betterhelp.com/Geraldo and get 10% off your first month. Enjoy! Get into this Airbnb. Look at this room. Like, not only is this gorge, but if you look at the wallpaper, whoa. How are we doing? So, me and my best friend have a birthday a day apart. She's January 10, I'm January 11. Nothing is more 27 than the playlist of songs that we chose to listen to on the way back. Old Ashley Tisdale, old Demi Lovato, which I didn't know went that incredibly hard. Like, Demi Lovato's first albums were true rock. I think one of the reasons, if I'm really being honest with myself, like one of the reasons I'm not feeling this birthday too deep is because I remember with previous birthdays, it was almost, and I hate that this is how it is, because, I mean, it doesn't have to be this way, and you don't have to believe these things, and like nobody does, but I mean, societally, and just because we are women, you know, this is the society we live in. But I remember when I turned 25, I was like, oh, like, I need to start like thinking about like when I'm gonna have kids, and like that would put pressure on me with age. But now that I have one, I'm like, okay, I already did that. So now it almost makes me feel younger. I feel like usually on my birthdays, I'm kind of bitching about feeling older, or at least internally, I'm like, but this one I'm like, really feeling good about the age. I'm feeling good about where I'm at. I'm feeling good about the idea of 27. I'm just feeling good. And so is Ashley, because, you know, we're just feeding off each other's positive energy for the whole 27 of it all. I kind of like, I had a really awkward birthday this year, because the fires in LA were just so devastating that it felt really weird to be like, happy birthday to me, and the whole world is on fire. I'm gonna leave some donation links down below. I also donated. Do what you can. I have friends there that are donating their time, and the whole situation just freaks me out. But yes, I did have a birthday, but it felt wrong to celebrate it this year. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. I bet the kids at Rio's school know he's Latino. Just because we always pack him like the most Latin stuff. Yummy. Rio, your lunch today is super good.
I still feel like one of the greatest purchases of the year
has been.
Oh.
This was $11 on Amazon and it's so cute. Usually Amazon does not have.
Gorgeous. Do we like my little lamp in the kitchen? I feel like it gives a cutesy little touch. I don't know. Done. There is something about, and it doesn't happen every time, but when it can, it feels so good. But there's something about loading the dishwasher and getting it cranking before you leave the house for the day that just makes your whole day feel like you got it together. Because you come back, things are better than they were. I always try to reset whatever space I'm in before it bleeds into the next day. Like last night we made some dinner and we did like a preliminary reset, which is where we put everything like where it should kind of go to be cleaned. And even that makes a difference. Because if you leave like the breakfast mess and then you're looking at it later at lunch and you know, it's easier to like get really good at opening the chapter and closing the chapter, hopefully all in one step. That's another thing that motherhood has been teaching me, like breakfast. I will handle breakfast and I'll have it cleaned and reset and have his lunch bag packed. Honestly, you feel like a fucking superwoman. I'm out the phase of motherhood now where I'm finally like killing it. It takes time. If you're new, yeah, I remember when I was new at being a mom, I was like, oh my God. Who let me have a child? I'm not ready for this. This is not my strong suit and I suck at everything. I suck at cooking, I suck at taking care of my kid, like I suck. And you actually get better. You actually learn, and it's funny because it's one of those things that there is no way to learn besides practice. So if you're new, literally don't worry. And if you're thinking about it or it's way in your future, don't worry about it yet. Like, I promise you, you'll figure it out when it's time to figure it out. And until then, girl, like, just live your life. Like, travel, do girls' trips. Oh my God, the world is so big. Do what you gotta do. Whenever I see someone less fortunate than I know that we love the curtain bangs, and I say that because I get so many nice comments about them on TikTok. Oh my God, RIP TikTok. Dude. I think I'll still make money. I think, like, I have YouTube, right? And Instagram Reels. But now I'm, like, really starting to process it because it felt like fake news the whole time, but now it's, like, giving TikTok's actually getting deleted. But I have gone through this before. Like, I have seen Vine come, and I have seen it die. And I have risen from the ashes like a phoenix once. And if anybody can fiscally make it through this, it will be me. What was I talking about? Curtain bangs? That got way too real. Oh, I know we like the curtain bangs because I get many comments about it. Like, oh, the curtain bangs. Like, I love them. But the reality of them is, like, you literally wake up like you just saw. Like, this is how I exist 98% of the time, and it's not a look. But the 2% of the time that they look bomb, they look real good. Oh my gosh, guys. Between yoga and 12-3-30, I have never felt so good in my body. Like, that combination of the two really does it. The yoga that I do is weighted, but like baby weights. I'm talking 3s, 5s, and on a crazy day, 10s. So I haven't really been doing much weightlifting, but a little yoga at 12-3-30. I mean, it's the most simple, healthy combination if you think about it. We are talking about slow movements for flexibility and incline walking. And if that's not enough to convince you, check this out. You're gonna die. After 20 years, I'm not even kidding, after 20 years, I am able to do this. What the fuck? I got my split back. I haven't been able to do a split since I was like, I don't know, 3 years old. 5. Like, I'm hot. I'm gonna get ya! Gotcha. Say see you later, alligators. See you later, alligators. Penny got this funky Mercedes. I don't know anything about cars. I do know that this is a blast from the past. I described your new car as a blast from the past because I don't know how to describe it.
It's 2010. It's so cool. I love it. I love driving like. It's so cool. I really like it actually. Do you want to get the exhaust?
Yes.
Okay, go behind.
I think my 98% female audience is dying to hear the exhaust. Turn it on. You ready for this, girls? Whoa. Whoa. There is a lot that got done in here today. You know that I'm obsessed with the moody, vibey, at nighttime, like too much to the point where it's like repetitive and annoying. But I cannot stress enough how important it is for me for my nighttime vibe to hit. And warm yellow lighting at different levels really does it for me. This whole living room just feels so different than the way we had it before. Like before it was crazy. It was black and white, modern farmhouse. The white leather chairs looked like Tesla seats. Like it was giving a whole other energy, and this to me feels calming. The warmer colors make a lot more sense with where we are. We're in the middle of a desert, so the warm feels really nice. I'm really looking forward to painting this ceiling a dark tan. I think that's gonna give this little area its own moment. This really is coming together so beautifully. If there's one thing I'm like, not obsessed with, it's this light, but I think it's actually, you know, I think it's fine. Ignore this in your head, that's not staying there. This needs a beautiful tree. This is such a fun addition. Like, what a simple way to make such a statement. I will say this mirror is a little bit low. Needs to be raised like 2-3 inches, but besides that, gorgeous. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And finally today it happened. Guys, we are so back in business. My studio. My new studio. Do you like? Do we like? So, I mean, obviously, I hope you recognize this vanity. This is an IKEA custom build-out vanity that I put in this house years ago to film Get Ready With Me's, but it was in the other room. The other room is definitely the better room out of the two, and it felt like such a waste for that to be for my studio. I would much rather give the best room to him. He loves it. Like, it's a beautiful view of the trees outside. It's gorgeous, and this room is really all I need. It's more than what I need. Wait, you know what's major T? If you have one of these beauty mirrors and the base is really big, this one is Impressions Vanity. I got this so many years ago, but I want to say Impressions Vanity is like one of the OG popular brands, and it had a super big base, and the base took up a lot of surface area on my counter. Today, the handyman suggested to remove the base, and he said that he could just install this right into the wall. Doesn't this look so much more custom? If you have one of these beauty mirrors with a base, you can get the base removed and get the mirror just installed directly on the wall. I don't know why that like blew my mind, but now this feels way more clean. And where I'm at with life right now is a very less is more place. Like, I'm not trying to, you know, do too much in this room. I think some sheer curtains right here is all I need. But the main priority and the main focus for me is keeping this room clean. Like, how about we start there? Because I remember my little room in Miami was super put together. Like I had the perfect rug, the perfect stuff on the wall, perfect accent chair, plant in the perfect spot, and that's all great. Except the room was filthy the whole time. Like it literally, the beautiful chair that I had perfectly staged in the corner was always covered in a pile of clothes that never saw the light of day. And my beauty counter was always full of stuff. And it's like, I just want to take this as a reset in terms of, you know, my physical space, obviously, but even in life and mentally, just less is more, okay? It's not about what there's not enough of, what needs to be purchased, what needs to be this. Like, once I have this, then this is gonna magically happen. Like, no. The mindset is very much, I have everything that I need. Let's, you know, focus on doing the best with that. But right now I'm just excited to get the ball back rolling. It's a new year. I'm feeling so good, excited, grateful. I have my goals written out. I should walk you through those and kind of show you how I do that process. I don't want to, like, I probably won't show you the piece of paper itself. I would like to walk you along my process of how I write out my goals and the measurable steps that I do it in. Basically, long story short, is I draw them in the form of a thermometer, and I did 3 months to not overwhelm myself. So for the next 3 months, I have set goals. It looks like a thermometer, and then as we get to the top, the 3rd month, we get hotter and hotter and hotter. And then each month is divided in 4 weeks, and then I write out measurable steps. And then you check off the box like every week. Like, did you do what you were gonna say you were gonna do this week? That's gonna get you to your goal this month. That's gonna get you to your goal in 3 months. So it's actually really helpful to keep myself accountable. I mean, when writing my goals, I kept it really basic, you know, like to not overwhelm myself. I didn't want to put anything crazy on there or anything that I felt like, you know, would leave more room for me to disappoint myself essentially, but still have it be challenging enough to where if I'm doing all those steps that I said I would do and checking it off every week, there's no way that things won't go, you know, in an upward direction because we're putting in the effort. It's a grind, it's consistency, it's showing up for yourself. It's committing to be the best version of yourself. So part of that includes for me a daily journaling, which is new for me. Oh yeah, thank you for hanging out in my new studio. What a vibe, right? I'm so excited and so grateful that I have my own little space in this house to do what I gotta do. I'm playing around with the new angles in here. Do we like this or is this crazy down? Like I put the camera there and I'm talking to the mirror. Is this crazy? I set up a shoot for this Monday. Just being back in this house reminds me of all the things that I would do in here. I'm like, oh my gosh, I had such a different routine the last time that I lived here. I would do shoots. Like I would have these photo shoots here and have glam days and put together cute outfits and take pictures and I'm doing that again on Monday and I'm so excited. I need a good glam day. I need a glam day to feel my oats, to put on some gorgeous looks. I'm getting back into Instagram because TikTok's deleted, which, you know, obviously I have personal interests due to my skin in the game, so I'm biased. But if I take myself out of it, I think overall it might be good for society because of our attention spans. At least we have each other here on youtube.com.